Okay, I want to demonstrate today what we're calling the Genesys Media Center for Popcorn Hour. I'm going to be demonstrating this on a Popcorn A100. So first thing we need to do is add a link to the web service, which I've already done. You can see this at the bottom. And when I click on this link, it's going to launch the Genesys Media Center. And here it is here. So you can see there's four options. Top one is music, the next one is movies, following one is television, and then the final one is exit. So let's go to the top and we'll walk through each one of these. I'm starting with music. So when I click on music, I'm going to see my albums and I can page through them. You can see at the top there's a navigation bar and it's showing me that this is page 1 of 47 pages. The first icon here will allow me to change my view. So I can view all albums, I can view all artists, and I can view playlists. The next four icons in the navigation bar will allow me to page up and down or go to the start or the end of the list. So if I want to go to page 47, I can just click the double arrow and it'll take me directly there. And then the final icon, the home icon, takes me back to the home screen. So let's go back into music again. And let's go to the Metallica and Justice for All album. If I want to play a track, I can just highlight that track and click OK or Enter. And it will play that track. If I want, I can shuffle this album just by clicking Shuffle Album. You can see as I skip through these are not in the order that they were on the album. If you don't trust me, you can check. I can shuffle this artist, which will allow me to play all of the albums that I have installed for this particular artist in shuffle mode. So you can see there's 95 songs here when I skip forward. Okay, I can see artist info. Now this is a beta, let's call it an alpha option. I'm not sure if this will actually work or not, but the idea here is that we'll go out to the internet and grab the information for this particular artist. And there you go, it did work actually. So you get a picture and a little bit of a write-up. Just go back, and then I can see more artists by this, or sorry, more albums by this artist. And I can see all of the albums for Metallica that I currently have installed. And again, from here I can shuffle directly if I wanted to. Or if I want to go in and play a specific album, I can do that. So let's just go back to the All view here. And you can see at the left we have our layers here, so we can jump to albums or artists for a specific layer starting with. So if I go to R's, you'll see all the albums starting with the layer R. And here we go. So let's say I go to Metallica Reload here. And I want to actually create a playlist. One of the features that was sorely lacking in the Popcorn Hour is the inability to have playlists. So what we can do here is we can actually create playlists. So if you see up at the top right, there's the playlist option here. So if I select the first icon here, it's going to take me to the playlist screen. And from here I can create a new playlist, or I can choose an existing playlist, or I can play an existing playlist. So I've got this one called Rockin' that I'm going to use. So the icons on here are, the first one here is the play icon, and that will allow me to play this playlist directly from here. The next one is the shuffle this playlist icon. This icon says load this playlist so that I can then either play it from the top nav bar or I can modify it. And this one is for the delete. So I'm going to go ahead and select this playlist, and you'll see up in the top right where it currently says none, and now it says Rockin'. So now we can go through and we can select tracks from individual albums to add to this playlist. Or if we want, we can just play the playlist to see what's on it. So this playlist has 5 songs on it. So there we go. So let's say we want to remove the final 2 Green Day songs. I'm just going to open that album up. And you'll notice that next to each track there's now a plus or a minus. The minus indicates that that song is already a member of that current playlist, the currently selected playlist. So by selecting the minus, I can remove it from that playlist. And I'll select the other minus. So I've just removed both of the Green Day songs from that playlist. So if I play that playlist again, those 2 songs should be missing. So yeah, you can see there's only 3 songs now. And the final one should be the Metallica song. There we go. If I wanted to add a song, I could just simply load up the album and select the plus sign next to the track. If I want to shuffle this playlist, I can use the shuffle icon. And if I want to remove this playlist or unselect it, then I can just hit the X there and it will remove that playlist for me. That's pretty much it for albums. So let's go back to the home and we'll look at movies and we'll also look at TV.